Hey guys, what's up? If you're passionate about speed, adrenaline, and that smell of burning asphalt, then get ready. The years 2025 and 2026 promise to bring a new wave of simply insane racing games. In this video, I have selected 12 new racing games that are already confirmed or in development for the upcoming years. I am Matthew, and we will start the list with Fatal Run 2089, a game that promises to mix racing with futuristic action in a post-apocalyptic world full of dangers. The vehicles are equipped with weapons and special gadgets, and the goal goes beyond just getting to first place. Surviving is also part of the mission. The visuals are very reminiscent of classics like Twisted Metal, but with a modern twist and highly detailed urban ruin scenarios. The atmosphere is the big differentiator here. The world of Fatal Run 2089 is dark but stylized, with intense electronic soundtracks and neon light effects. Each track has alternative routes, environmental traps, and interactive elements, which makes the race even more unpredictable. There is also a promising story mode, where you play with different racers from rival factions. In addition to the solo mode, the online multiplayer will be highlighted, including team modes and a PvP more focused on the destruction of opponents. It is promised for virtually all platforms, including the successor to the Switch, which should guarantee a very wide player base. A title for those who enjoy speed and chaos in the same package.
Desire to soar to a new level of existence?
Tick-tock, renegade!
Look out!
The famous Lazy Cat is back on the tracks. Garfield Kart 2 promises to expand everything the first game presented, with more characters, more tracks, and an improved drift system, as the title suggests. The proposal is light, fun, and perfect for playing with friends or family. This time we will have scenarios inspired by classic episodes from the comics and the animated series, with tracks like John's Kitchen, Laziest Cat City, and even the planet Lasagna Prime. The visuals are colorful, cartoonish, and each character has special abilities that influence performance during races. In addition, the kart customization mechanics have been expanded. The local and online multiplayer mode will be more robust, including weekly tournaments and daily challenges. You can't expect something super technical like Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing, but the charm of Garfield and the humor involved make this game a fun promise for 2025. Project Motor Racing seeks to rival the big names in the genre, such as Assetto Corsa and iRacing, offering a highly realistic experience, both in the physics of the cars and in the visual fidelity of the tracks. One of the strongest points is the dynamic weather system and tire wear, which requires real strategy to win. Each race can have twists and turns depending on the track conditions and driving style. The AI also promises to be more challenging, reacting organically to the player's actions. In addition to the career mode, which follows the development of a driver from smaller categories to international championships, competitive multiplayer will be given special attention. There will be online championships, support for private leagues, and integration with streaming and replay platforms. A promising title for serious motorsport enthusiasts. This new title in the Sonic Racing series promises to mix different worlds of the Sega universe into one game. In CrossWorlds, characters from different franchises come together to compete on chaotic tracks full of secret shortcuts, insane loops, and traps. The highlight goes to the campaign mode, where the worlds merge due to a dimensional anomaly, forcing heroes and villains to race together. The tracks reflect this fusion with visuals that mix Green Hill Zone with locations from games like Jet Set Radio and Knights. The special powers and vehicles are adapted to the style of each character. The gameplay focuses on extreme speed, as is to be expected from the Sonic franchise, with a drift combo mechanic that increases the boost bar the more maneuvers you make. The online mode will include ranking, seasonal events, and even themed skins. A good choice for fans of the Blue Hedgehog and Sega games in general.
Some time later.
Endurance Motorsport series bets on a more strategic and technical approach, focusing on long-distance races, the famous endurance races. Here, the player needs to think not only about racing, but also about managing fuel, tires, driver shifts, and even mechanical failures during the race. The great thing about the game is the real-time simulation during races that can last for hours, or even days, with the option to save progress. The tracks are based on real circuits, such as Le Mans, Nürburgring, and Spa, and the damage system promises to be detailed and directly influence the car's performance. The atmosphere changes over time, with day-night cycles and weather conditions that alter handling. With a focus on realism, Endurance Motorsport series should attract both hardcore simulator fans and competitive teams. The support for cooperative multiplayer, where players control different drivers from the same team, adds a very interesting differential. Immersion will be the strong point here. If you've always wanted to experience the evolution of Formula One over the decades, Formula Legends is exactly that. The game offers cars from the 50s to modern models, with changes in physics, tracks, and even the way races are presented according to the era. The career mode is divided into eras, allowing you to start in the classic times, with noisy cars, without aerodynamic wings and dangerous tracks, until you reach the super technological current single-seaters. Each era has its own rules, mechanics, strategies, and driving style, giving the player a true lesson on the evolution of motorsport. With support for all platforms, including previous generation consoles and Switch, the game will also have options for more casual players, with assists and arcade modes. But those who want to dive deep into the simulation will be able to activate all the realistic features, including flag rules, penalties, and historical mechanical failures. A tribute to the legends of the wheel. This new Screamer is a modern reboot of the classic Screamer series, famous in the 90s for its arcade style and flashy visuals. The new game maintains the original spirit but brings realistic graphics, improved physics, and a lot of insane speed to the current generation. With a focus on the pedal-to-the-metal and don't-look-back style, the game delivers urban tracks, deserts, and forests full of tight curves, jumps, and explosions. The cars are stylized, resembling exaggerated prototypes, and each race is an adrenaline roller coaster with a fast-paced soundtrack and visual effects that pop on the screen. In addition to the classic arcade mode, there will be a World Challenge mode with championships on different continents and daily challenges. The online multiplayer will have quick races, ranked, and even monthly tournaments. A great comeback for those who miss the arcade days and want something more direct and fun.
He's here. It's Gabriel.
Zeker. Ik dacht dat je wilde racen.
Finally. In Lanesplit, you play as a motorcyclist who needs to get to the destination in the shortest possible time, dodging cars, trucks, pedestrians, and various obstacles on the city streets. The third-person camera gives an intense sense of speed, and the controls are simple but require precision. Hitting or scraping another vehicle reduces your score and penalizes your time. The stages range from busy commercial areas to congested highways during rush hour, each with its unique challenges. The game has a mission progression system, where you unlock better bikes, visual customizations, and even special abilities such as time slow to escape collisions. Although simple in its proposal, the addictive gameplay and stylized visuals should attract those who enjoy quick and intense challenges.
I wish I could give you up, but you're Enter into my blood. Run with my toxic love. Look how you make me happy. You take a hold of me. You take a hold of I wish I could give you up, but you're my new favorite drug. Enter into my blood. Run with my toxic love. Look how you make me happy.
In Echo Wars Road Rage, you don't just race, you fight. Each vehicle comes equipped with brutal weapons, spikes, missiles, and shields, very much like a Mad Max with Nitro. The narrative revolves around a world devastated by sonic wars, yes, sound as a weapon, where racers participate in a deadly tournament for the last reserves of acoustic energy. The tracks are chaotic and full of shortcuts and traps, and sound really matters. There are rhythm mechanics that affect performance and the use of special abilities. It's a creative title that promises intense action and a lot of explosions, ideal for those who enjoy a heavy arcade style. The multiplayer mode promises to be the highlight, with insane online battles in open arenas and races with up to 20 players. One of the most original games on the list.
We do have a nice collection of memories. But, best of all, was being able to choose and deliver some justice while riding a wild rhinoceratops.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
The sequel to the cult hit Draftycar arrives promising to evolve everything the first one did well. Tactical races, stylized graphics, and a total focus on using slipstreaming and intelligent positioning. The differential is in the realism of the aerodynamic behavior and the format of the oval and mixed circuits. The races here are very technical. You need to stay in the slipstream of other racers, plan overtakes at the right time, and even momentarily sacrifice your position to save fuel or tires. It's a game that requires more brain than reflex, especially in long races. In addition to graphical improvements, the new game will bring a system of teams and contracts where you can be hired by teams and fulfill specific objectives to advance your career. The multiplayer mode has also been redone, with support for leagues, seasons, and event customization. A game tailor-made for fans of NASCAR and tactical motorsport.
Back to 2.
The next entry in the legendary PlayStation franchise is already surrounded by expectations. Gran Turismo 8 promises to be the definitive simulation experience on the PS5, taking full advantage of the console's graphical power and the immersion offered by 3D audio and the haptic feedback of the DualSense. A direct evolution from GT7 is expected, with even more attention to detail and refined driving physics. Among the expected new features are a new dynamic weather engine, more original circuits, and a more sophisticated AI, capable of simulating realistic driver behavior. The single-player campaign should return to the classic style, with license progression, championships, and an expansive garage, in addition to new modes focused on photography and vehicle customization. Licensed brands promise to be even more diverse, including electrics, prototypes, and extremely rare classic cars. Online, Polyphony Digital intends to raise racing esports to another level, with official championships integrated with the FIA and full support for competitive leagues. A renewed focus on the community is also expected, with the creation of personalized tracks and seasonal events. For fans of realistic simulation and automotive culture, this is one of the most anticipated games of 2026. The Forza Horizon series has always been synonymous with freedom, stunning landscapes, and arcade fun, and Forza Horizon 6 should maintain this formula, expanding it even further. Rumors indicate that the new map will be set in Japan, offering everything from big cities like Tokyo to mountainous roads and traditional villages, all in a gigantic and lively open world. The game should bring a more dynamic season system, with even more natural climatic transitions and global events that affect the entire map. Car and race customization will be expanded, with tools to create personalized events with unique rules, cooperative challenges, and asynchronous competitions. The campaign mode will also have a more narrative approach, with stories involving rival drivers, racing clubs, and regional automotive cultures. On the technical side, the game will be optimized for both PC and Xbox Series, with support for 4K, ray tracing, and ultra-fast loading times. The multiplayer will have deeper social integration, with clubs, shared garages, and real-time challenges in the open world. If you are looking for a vibrant racing experience, with absurd variety and a lot of freedom, Forza Horizon 6 will be a must-have title. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. God bless, and see you in the next video.
Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous, can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough, I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're